Yo, look. Shalom, shalom, everybody, man. Welcome back, welcome back, and welcome to the next part of Reading with Shilo. The next part of Reading with Shilo. We're gonna pick back up where we left off, man.
Reading with DJ.
Reading with DJ. Get out of my camera, dog. Get out the way.
I'm not getting out of your camera. Reading with Mama.
All right, we're gonna read. If y'all want to read, go sit down over there. Excuse me.
Ow!
Go sit down over there so they can read. We're going to pick back up on chapter 8 of The Souls of Black Folk by W.E.B.DUBOIS. Hey, whatever you pull out, make sure you put it back. You understand? You understand? All right. The Souls of Black Folk. Black folk. Now y'all got to be quiet. Chapter 8. Of the quest of the golden fleece. Of the quest of the golden fleece. And bear with me, man. These are so small. The letters are so small. The words, are so small. Let me get my highlighters and stuff together. Since I haven't read in a while. Highlighters, dictionaries. Of the quest of the golden fleece. Let's jump into it and see what we can learn and grow from Mr. W.E.B.DUBOIS. But the brute said in his breast, till the mills I grind have ceased, the riches shall be dust of dust. Dry ashes be the feast. On the strong and cunning few, cynic favors I will stew. I will stuff their maw with overplus until their spirit dies. For the patient and the low, I will take the joys they know. They shall hunger after vanities and still unhungered go. Madness shall be on the people. Ghastly jealousies arise. Brother's blood shall cry on brother up the dead and empty skies. William Vaughn Moody. All right, look, I don't mind y'all looking, but y'all have to be quiet. Or what you can do, you can take it in another room. Y'all can look at it, but make sure it gets back into my library. All right. Be careful. You can read it. Just make sure the books get back to my library and put them back correctly. Do you understand?
Yes,
I'm not no yes.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you. Be careful with it. Do not tear my pages. All right. Have you ever seen a cotton field, white with the harvest? Its golden fleece hovering above the black earth like the silvery cloud edged with dark green. Its bold white signals waving like the foam of billows from Carolina to Texas across the black and human sea. I have sometimes suspected that here the winged ram Christmas left that fleece after which Jason and his Argonauts went vaguely wandering into the shadowy east 3,000 years ago. And certainly one might frame a pretty and not fair-fetched analogy of witchery and dragon's teeth and blood and armed men between the ancient and modern quest of the golden fleece in the Black Sea. And now the golden fleece is found. Not only found, but in its birthplace, woven. For the hum of the cotton mills is the newest and most significant thing in the New South today. Although the Carolinas and Georgia Away down to Mexico rise these gaunt red buildings, bare and homely, and yet so busy and noisy with all that they scarcely seem to belong to the slow and sleepy land. Perhaps they sprang from dragon's teeth, so the cotton kingdom still lives. The world still bows beneath her scepter. Even the markets that once defied the parvenu, parvenu, once defied the parvenu, have crept one by one across the seas, and then slowly and reluctantly, but surely have started towards the black belt. Let's see what parvenu is. Parvenu. 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 Par. Parvenu, a person who has suddenly risen from comparative poverty and obscurity to wealth, power, etc. Parvenu, I've read it. I've seen it. To be sure, there are those who wag their heads knowingly and tell us that the capital of the Cotton Kingdom has moved from the black to the white belt, that the Negro of today raises not more than half of the cotton crop. Such men forget that the cotton crop has doubled, and more than doubled slavery, and that even granting their contention, the Negro is still supreme in a cotton kingdom larger than that of which the Confederacy builded its hopes. Some of the Negro forms today one of the chief figures in the great world industry, and this, for its own sake, in the light of historic interest, makes the field hands of the cotton country worth studying. We seldom study the condition of the Negro today honestly and carefully. It is so much easier to assume that we know it all, or perhaps having already reached conclusions in our own minds, we are loth to have them disturbed by facts.